I don't go out a lot, but I went to a house party that I'm still kind of recovering from on Friday. So that's the age I'm at now. This is it. This is my body now. It just fails me. And I was at the party, and you're getting old when like you start noticing things you never like. Before it was all about, do we have enough booze? Who's here? Will another girl run away if I talk for 5 minutes? And now I'm just like, this is a really nice apartment with wooden beams. And you said you don't have roommates, okay? You ever been at a party and wanted to go home and update your resume? Like you need to get your shit together. But yeah, I was at a party and I had this idea of a party lifeguard who notices if you're in a situation and need to be rescued, right? We've all been stuck in a conversation at a party where we're just like, I don't know how to get out of this. I don't know how to not rudely. Can you imagine you're just like, hey, you're talking to someone and they're talking to you about Star Wars, and how it's threatening democracy in the West right now. And then just this guy, like a lifeguard, comes down, from some seat somewhere in the party, and then just comes and just grabs it. It's okay. And everyone respects his authority. Wouldn't that just make parties more like wonderful, right? Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna save that. Yeah, Shark Tank, here I come. What did we? Yeah, but anyway, I was leading a party, and somebody talked about like Danish people and following rules. You're becoming Danish when you start following rules yourself as a foreigner, right? It was like 2 in the morning and I stopped to wait for the lights. What the fuck am I doing? Right? The only cars driving there are drug dealers and booty calls. There's no one. Anyway, so I was walking home and I ran into a situation we all end up in sometimes. About 20 meters in front of me. That's about 40 yards. Or 11 eagles. We are very accommodating in Denmark. There was a girl. This is a very infectious laugh. There was a girl in front of me, ahead by the measurement I shared. I'm not saying it again. Otherwise we're not going to get through this. And so there was a girl ahead of me, and it's night and it's late, So I decided, I'm aware of the situation. I'm aware of my privilege as a man in security concerns. So I tried to slow down to create distance, but she was fucking drunk. So she was dragging her feet, and she was on the phone. Probably also confused about red and green flags. Right? At that time in the morning, those colors are murky. We text people we shouldn't. We call people we shouldn't. But I'm trying to create a safe environment, and she's not playing her part. So I start getting pissed off. Then I realized, no, this is not the time for me to be aggressive. That's the opposite of what I should be doing. I should be trying to make it safe for her. So I say, oh, you know what? I'm gonna cross the road. I can walk around. It's fine. And just as I crossed, she crossed. And then it looked like I followed, and then she's made a change, and this looks bad. I almost can't defend this, right? And now she looked back, and then I was like, oh fuck. Then I thought, oh, maybe I'll go and hide, but then it looks like I've gone into the darkness. And if you see I'm not saying you should be scared of black people at night, but we would make good Navy SEALs. So I can't melt. I need to stay in the light to be like, no, I am here, not a threat, but I am here. So it's this back and forth, and we haven't said a fucking word to each other, but so much has been communicated. So I'm like, oh, what am I? Then I go, idea. I'm gonna pretend to be gay. Brilliant fucking idea, right? But I couldn't find my sass voice. I couldn't find my "how you doing?" It wouldn't come on that. I couldn't find it at that time. Instead, I came up with a very weird sounding gay, like a very straight, masculine, friendly, firm, gay sounding person. So I pretended to be on the phone and talking to a friend or a lover. So I was like, "Yeah, I enjoyed sucking your dick. It was delicious. And when I got to your balls, oh my God, this is what I always wanted." It sounded worse than it sounds now. And then she turned around, but she was no longer frightened. So now she's just concerned. I think she was worried about me. Yeah, anyway. I think she got home safe. I want to finish by talking about some debates that's been happening on the internet. Something about a gorilla and 100 men. Are you guys familiar with? If you're not familiar, put up your hand. I'll share it. Basically, some audacious white men, and I'll tell you why I think it's white, have been saying that with no